Breaking news. Don't be used in WAR that isn't yours. IPOB warns Southeast youth against joining the Nigerian Janjaweed army. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people of freedom all over the world. And once again, welcome you to Expose News TV, your one and only YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on all the activities happening in Biafran territory. Now, this video is actually about Simon Ekpa and Joko. But before we go into the main issue today, there's a good news for every Biafran concerning Simon Ekpa and Joko. But before we go into that news, issue, let us give you the news in detail on this. IPOB has come out to warn Southeast youth against joining the Nigerian army. I dropped a video of the decision of the Southeast, in quote, Southeast youth, refusing to join the Janjaweed army. Now, based on that video I posted, the IPOB team and the rest of them have come out to speak also, about it. Now, the news in detail. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, urge Igbo youth not to participate in the latest round of recruitment currently ongoing by the Nigerian army. The secessionist group accused the Nigerian government of sacrificing Igbo soldiers in northern Nigerians' fight against BH and other terror groups, causing havoc in some parts of the country. It also cited viral reports and videos of soldiers lamenting poor welfare condition, lack of equipment, and inadequate support from the military high command. A statement signed by the IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary Mapafu partly reads, the Nigerian army, Janjaweed army, continues to recruit large numbers every year, not out of national interest, but because soldiers are dying in droves or resigning due to poor morale. Many of those who joined, in recent years have either perished or disappeared under suspicious circumstances. The Biafran group further alleged that the military is involved in clandestine operation linked to international interests, particularly those of Western powers. IPOB claimed that the ongoing recruitment may be tied to the Economic Community of West African States (ECOWAS) effort to mobilize forces for conflict in the Sahel region, which it claimed could involve Nigerian troops acting as proxies for Western imperialists. Any Igbo youth who enlist will either be handed over to the northern terrorists, spied by battle, or come back maimed and abandoned. Do not allow yourself to be used in a WAR that is not yours, IPOB cautioned. The group also criticized the treatment of soldiers from minority ethnic groups in Nigeria, claiming systematic ethnic bias and alleging that successful Igbo soldiers are seen as threats by the state. Instead of joining the military, IPOB advised Igbo youth to focus on agriculture and local development, stating, return to your village and farm. That is a better fate than returning home in disgrace or not returning at all. The army recently opened the application for new recruitment as part of its ongoing effort to boost manpower amid persistent security challenges across the country. Now, my big question is, why are they focused on the southeastern geopolitical zone? The same people that you are trying to annihilate. I need you to ask yourself this question. When you have an answer to this particular question, why are they focused on the southeastern geopolitical zone, the same people they are trying to annihilate? If you get an answer to this question, please go to the comment section and give me an answer. But meanwhile, let us go deeper into this issue with this latest video.
And development departments, our communication departments must key into this so that we can develop and build synergy. We'll have enough pilots that will be able to use these platforms efficiently and effectively for the good of our country. We have promised Mr. President that this year we want to make sure that we subdue the enemy critically, and we want to do that. And this is a good enabler that would enable us to do that. For all the security agencies, I'm sure we're all proud of what's happening today, because we're all going to key and use them properly for the good of our operations. The integration of satellite communication technology into this drone is also commendable. However, we must remain conscious of the security risk associated with
and the lovers of Biafra. Greeting to those that are imported into the United States of Biafran territory to massacre the existence of humanity. My Honorable Acting Prime Minister, Honorable Okechukwu Nkere, you're welcome to the studio for this official press briefing. I thank Biafran people who have gathered here today to make this memorable day again a fruition. It's not been easy since after our convention in Lati in 2024. A lot has happened. Our Prime Minister was detained prior to the convention, and they could not stop us from declaring the mandate, the will, and the zeal of the Biafran people, which our Prime Minister have sacrificed for years to see that the Biafran people are liberated. Our Supreme Leader was kidnapped in Kenya in 2021, still because of the cause of our freedom, because of speaking and telling the entire world that there is these genocidal tendencies that is embedded in one Nigeria, where one day everyone will sleep and wake up and see their heads cut off, and they are totally Islamized. Today, the reality stares everyone to the eye, and to their very before, they can see how the Nigerian terrorist government protects and shields everything that has to do with Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorists, while the Christians and every indigenous persons in the contraption called Nigeria are butchered and slaughtered on a daily basis without anyone coming to their rescue. But when one Fulani terrorist is taken down by the indigenous persons that they have slaughtered their babies, women, and children, that is when you see that the entire world wants to speak. We salute all Biafrans, and we must intensify our effort to see that our two leaders are released. Now, welcome to this very press briefing, and let's go to the issue of the day. As part of the mitigations to see to the release of our indomitable Prime Minister, who was detained because of speaking for the Biafran people, because of sacrificing his entire life, his pleasure, his future, his family, his career, and his businesses, to see that Biafran people are not butchered in their sleep. The Biafran Republic government in exile, and the entire Biafran people stands in solidarity with him, and to see that he is released with everything we have. So in line with every mitigations done, to see that he rejoins us in no distance time, The Biafran Republic government in exile officially visited the Prime Minister in the prison detention on a one-on-one physical visit. We don't mean the one we speak on phone or we send the attorney. We mean the officials of BRGI were physically present with the Prime Minister to speak to him, to know his welfare, to know how things are going, and to know the way forward about his release. So to this very end, he sent a message to the Biafran people. Some people perceive that we said we are going to go and see the Prime Minister. No, we have gone and come back. So we are here to deliver the message of the Prime Minister to the Biafran people. On Friday, 28th of March 2025, Honorable Imam Maduboum, the CRC Advisory Chairman, and Honorable Obi Obodo, European Representative, Deputy Secretary General of Biafran Government, arrived in Finland on an official BRGI assignment to meet with our Prime Minister, His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njoko. The primary purpose of their visit was to discuss the ongoing effort to secure a Prime Minister's release and freedom. The actual meeting with our Prime Minister occurred on Saturday, 29th March 2025. And upon arrival at the facility, the BRGI contingent were escorted to the room where our Prime Minister was waiting for them. He greeted the BRGI contingent with an infectious smile, warmth exuding strength, confidence, and hopefulness for Biafra. The BRGI contingent spent 45 minutes with our Prime Minister and had a fruitful discussion with him. As you all know, the lawyers are actively working to secure the release of our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Ambassador of Peace. And here is his message to Biafrans. He said, and I quote, "Extend my warmest regards and love to all Biafrans." He encouraged each of us to remain strong, resilient, and consistent. As a freedom, and as our freedom is not and non-negotiable, and lies firmly in our hands, He holds those who have stood firm during these trying times in high regard and calls upon all of us to wear our bravery garment. However, he is deeply saddened by those who are waiting on the sidelines and on the fence or expecting him to be released before continuing the struggle for our liberation. The Prime Minister assured Biafrans that he stands for total freedom for our people and asks everyone to lend their support to BRGIE now more than ever before, because our actions today will guarantee our freedom and will echo throughout history. Our Prime Minister strongly reminded the BRGI contingent not to forget this very one to the Biafran people. Obato Bie says, "Tell the Biafran people that I love them very much, and I am committed to the total freedom of our people. May God bless our nation, and may God bless Biafran people all over the world." These are the concise messages from the Prime Minister to the Biafran people. I know some of you will be expecting to hear many other things. When the lawyers or delegations visit someone in prison or in detention, It is not everything that is meant for public consumptions. So the one that is for public consumption will come to the public. The one that has to remain in-house will remain in-house. We have delivered the message. So we call on all Biafrans to take the message, and an official memo will be released from the Office of the Secretary General of the Biafran government after this to back up this very message from the Prime Minister. And at this very point, I call on the acting Prime Minister, Honorable Okechukwu Nkere, to take the stage and speak to Biafrans. APM, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Minister of Information, Mazi Sonny Abarawa. Greetings to my fellow citizens. We salute our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our Prime Minister, which we just read his message to his people. We remember our heroes and the brigade government and Biafrans at large, our defense force, and both those that are sitting at home, showing their readiness to leave the contraption, the zoo terrorist animal kingdom called Nigeria, a failed state. Similar message was also delivered from our sister nation, Ambazonia, I believe yesterday, where Dr. Shu Ayoba used the same tone to encourage the people of Ambazonia to stand strong and fight for their freedom. We can see that both leaders are dancing the dance of freedom. They know what freedom is all about. And our Prime Minister as well made it clear that our freedom is not negotiable. It don't matter what they throw on us. It don't matter how hard they come on us. Biafra must be free. It's not a joke. The zoo terrorist country, they have met their match. Nankiba as well. We will never surrender our land to people that call us infidel, to people that don't like our way of life, to people that want to kill us. Not that the Nigerian terrorist state and the jihadists, not that they want to work with us or live in harmony with us. They want to kill us, not just Islamizing us, not just that they want to make us their slave, they want to wipe us out. Even our Prime Minister being in the so-called questioning, detention, where he currently is right now, he's still fighting. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is still fighting. What about you and I? Biafran people, we get the message loud and clear that we must be resilient. We must stand strong, unshakable. Fellow Biafrans, for those of you that are waiting until, I have heard that a lot as well. A lot of Biafrans are saying, until our leader, our Prime Minister is out, then they will come and start supporting. What about in the process of waiting? And we allow these terrorists to overrun our land. We will not wait until he's out before we keep fighting. We'll be fighting every day. Look all around you. Look at what is happening in Biafra land and all over that useless country called Nigeria. Nigeria is boiling. It's boiling from the north to the south. It's not working. I believe this message from our Prime Minister will uplift you. Word of encouragement, We're supposed to be the one encouraging him, assuring him that we are here, Gideon, that we are standing firm. But look at where he is. He speak up and encourage us to fight the good fight, not the evil fight. Because the fight we are fighting is a good cause, a fight of liberation, a fight of freedom, a fight to live and let live, because we want to live in this beautiful world. We don't want to allow the Islamist jihadists to behead us, to kill us, to rape our family, to destroy everything to our livelihood. This is a fight for freedom, Biafrans. A fight to finish. And we must do it. It don't matter what they throw on us. We are happy. We have an exceptional leader like our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all well-meaningful, genuine Biafrans who want Biafrans to be free. If you have not keyed in now, if you have not support your freedom, time will come when you will ask yourself question. I hope you have a story to tell your children. I hope you have a story to tell your people. I hope you have a story for your generation. You better have a good story, not the bad one that will make your generation stone you, curse you. Fellow Biafrans, let us all of us come together, and the reality is now playing in our eyes. We can see that we as free people, we deserve to be free. We deserve to fight for our freedom. Our Prime Minister made it clear as well that our freedom is not negotiable. I always refer that to Obama, where Obama said, unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. It's the other way around. The indigenous people of that country called Nigeria, of which the Biafrans have redeclared their nation, alerting and letting the world know that we are not part of Nigeria. Biafran unity is not negotiable. We must be free. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. And we also going to be having a town hall meeting this evening. I believe it's 8 p.m. Biafran time. Key in, and we also have a address where we address what is happening in Biafra land and around Nigerian terrorist country as well, so that we all can know the way forward. Because Nigeria is boiling. Keep the fire on. Keep that fire burning. Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is a scam. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. Thank you, Honorable Minister of Information, for the work you're doing. Ndewo. Thank you.
Thank you, APM, and thank you to all Biafrans. Let me reiterate again, because I did address this before, but in this coverage where it happens to be emergency, let this message go far and wide again. The BRGIE, the Biafran government, is not against anyone or any individual or independent body that wants to organize a protest and then ask for the release of the Prime Minister and our Supreme Leader. The Biafran government is not against it. We support your plight and your desire. All we need is everything that will bring our Prime Minister out. So Biafran government is not against you. Also, recall that the Biafran government had announced and brought out a flyer about proposed global protests for our Prime Minister and our Supreme Leader, which we hold in Finland and also in all the embassies of Finland around the world. This memo still holds, and the date will be announced very soon. And also, I did also make this comment before, about 4 days ago in a space program, where I urge all Biafrans, most especially those in the media, to stop using the phrase, if Prime Minister was here, this wouldn't have happened. He was doing this, he was doing that. Prime Minister will be here, he will do that, he will do that. That message still stands. Biafrans in the media, don't use those phrases as I earlier announced.
Honorable Sonny,
Yeah.
yeah, you can address the media on that. Let me just please quickly recognize our honorable chair, our honorable Emma, chairman of the CRC and the advisory, for his courage and for the work he's doing for the Biafran people. We appreciate you. Thank you. And also Honorable Obi Obodo. Thanks. Biafrans appreciate both of you.
Thank you, APM. Please, every questions you need to ask about our PM's visit and anything that is ongoing, please key into the town hall meeting today, the fundraising tomorrow, and also the town hall meeting on Sunday. This chain of programs is to help us to be able to do everything that we need to be on the table to be able to liberate our homeland and also to the recognition of the United States of Biafra in exile. We salute all Biafrans. See you all in the town hall meeting. Thank you, APM, and thank you all the reps and admins of PRGIE. And to Biafrans in the homeland, thank you so much. And to our defense forces,